Good. Not the first adjective you'd use to describe right now, is it? A global pandemic with the world in quarantine. A heightened awareness of racial inequality. So many fighting for breath. So many lives laid to rest. It can be tough to find hope in the mess. Maybe there's been days your joys departed. Maybe there's been days you felt heavy-hearted. With so many days cooped up in your home, maybe you've had days you've just felt so alone. Maybe there's been days lockdown spread to loneliness. Maybe there's been days you have felt hopeless. Maybe you've washed your hands from any kind of gladness. Are you masking up your weariness? Are you social distancing from happiness? Are you zoomed out? Do you have FOMO, fear of missing out? And do you feel like you've missed out on PPE? Not for the out, but for the inside, for the heart, for the soul. When the green pastures seem to be off limits, when the still water's still on lockdown from social visits. Is it hard to feel God close or near when you can't open up a 2-meter distance from fear? Do you feel lost? Like you've wandered off track and can't seem to make your way back to the flock? Have you felt trapped in the thicket from living life well? Do you feel like the wolf of anxiety's at the door and he's just holding down the doorbell? Good. Not the first adjective you'd use to describe right now, but it's the describing word for the Word became flesh. It's the describing word for Jesus Christ, no less, for he says, I am the good shepherd. Hope in him, because he doesn't lead me beside still waters. He is the still waters. He restores my soul. And so I lay down in pastures green, because he lay himself down on a jagged cross for me. And you, because the Lord is good, even when hopelessness is all we see in view. And he sees you, he knows you, he cares for you, he deeply delights in you. He will not give up a fight for you. Though you sometimes stray, he'll stray after you. He says, you are with me and I am with you. He says, I am, capital I, capital am, the good shepherd.